So Dolores is currently working on her Advanced Communicator Bronze. Her speech is from the storytelling book. She remembered this folktale from her teaching days and will share the fun with us today. Please imagine yourself as a 7-year-old second grader. Now, if you're like me, you have to throw your mind way back. But please do. Everybody, please welcome Dolores Weck.
Fellow Toastmasters and our most welcome guests. You need to put yourself back in second grade now. You're 7 years old. Get that mindset because I need you to help me tell this story. This is a story of the Three Billygoats Gruff.
Oh, my favorite.
A lot of you might remember that story. What I need you to do is to help me out by saying, trip, trap, over the rickety bridge. Let's practice it.
Trip, trap, over the rickety bridge.
Very good. Now, here's the story. Once upon a time, there were 3 Billygoats Gruff who lived on an island. And near that island was the mainland. How do you get from the island to the mainland, children? You need a bridge. Of course, a bridge. The goats needed to go onto the mainland to get some good green grass because they had eaten all the grass already on their island. One big problem, girls and boys. There was a big bad troll who lived under that bridge. And he hated those goats. But he also loved them because he thought they'd be delicious to eat. And so when the 3 Billygoats Gruff had to go over the bridge, they had to watch out for that big bad troll who lived under the bridge. Well, they decided one day they were really hungry, and so they set off to go to the mainland. The first to go was little Billygoat Gruff. He was a little teeny guy, about this big. So he started off over the bridge. Now here's where you need to help me. He went
Trip, trap, over the rickety bridge.
And as he did that, the big bad troll stuck his head up and said, I'm going to eat you, little Billygoat Gruff. But the little Billygoat said, oh, no, Mr. Troll, please don't eat me. I'm too little. I'd be only a mouthful for you. Wait for my brother who's coming right behind. He'll make a good meal for you. So the troll said, all right, go ahead. So away went the little Billygoat Gruff, trip, trap,
over the rickety bridge.
Along came middle-sized Billygoat Gruff, and he went trip, trap,
over the rickety bridge.
He got to the middle, and the troll put up his head again and said, hello, middle-sized Billygoat Gruff, I'm going to eat you for supper. And the middle-sized Billygoat said, well, I might taste fairly good to you, Mr. Troll, but if you wait for my brother who's coming right behind me, he will make a wonderful meal for you. You can feast on him for days and days. And he is very tasty because his muscles aren't built up like ours. He does nothing all day but sit back and watch TV. Well, no, I threw that in. So the troll said, well, all right, you've convinced me. And so the middle Billygoat Gruff went across the bridge.
Trip, trap, over the rickety bridge.
We all know what happened next. We're anticipating, aren't we, children?
Yes.
You know what anticipating means? It means we're thinking ahead. We're imagining what's going to happen. So, of course, the big-sized Billygoat Gruff started across the bridge, and he sounded like this.
Trip, trap, over the rickety bridge.
When he got to the middle of the bridge, that big bad troll put his head up again, and he said, hello, big-sized Billygoat Gruff. I am happy to see you here today because I'm going to eat you for supper. And the big Billy Goat Gruff said, "Oh, I would think twice about that, Mr. Troll, because I have not been sitting around watching TV, as my brother said. I have been out exercising, and I have huge muscles, and I am going to take care of you for once and for all." And the big bad troll said, "Oh, no, you're not." And the big Billy Goat said, "Oh, yes, I am." And he put his head down. He had huge horns. And he snorted and stomped. And he made a huge rush at the big bad troll. And he knocked him clear over the island, clear over the land. He was never seen again. Now, what is the moral of this story, girls and boys? What do you think? What should we learn from this story? Because little Art here has a little answer for us. Little Art, what is your little answer?
Eat every chance you get.
Eat every chance you get. That's it. He put his finger right on it. Right on it. Any chance you get, eat. And you too will wind up looking like little Art or little Dolores. But that's the story of the Three Billygoats Gruff and the big bad troll who lived under the bridge. I think we can learn more than just eat when you get the chance. I think there's another story to be learned from this. Does anybody have an idea? Anybody? Little Linda looks like she has an idea.
Well, obviously, the goats teach. This was my favorite story. Okay, this is my favorite story. And it was because the goats used their minds to solve the problem. They knew there was a problem with the troll. And the other thing is the troll did not use his mind very effectively to solve the problem. And it actually really applies to our business climate right now, that those people who are on the cutting edge who are going to gain market share are the people that are using their minds to deal with all the problems out there, all the trolls in the business world. But the poor trolls, they're the people who are going to go out of business because they're trying to bully everybody around and they're just not going to succeed.
There is one other moral to the story also.
Oh, not bad for a 7-year-old.
Little Sayeed.
If somebody comes up against you, if there's an obstacle, use your brain and your brawn to knock them out.
Exactly. That is the story I was thinking of, the moral of this story. Use your brain. Don't let anybody fool you into thinking something better is coming along. Take what you have and make the most of it. I don't think the Billy Goats or the troll had in mind our current economic situation. But one never knows. As little Linda said, it can be applied to many everyday happenings. And so, girls and boys, I thank you so much for helping with this story. The Three Billygoats Gruff will remain in your memories for a while. Let's hear one more time how they went over that bridge.
Trip, trap, over the rickety bridge.